Now we can see that we have displayed many buttons in the calculator, and most of the times their code is same and only the value we put in differs. So in order to condense it more, we'll save all the button values as a list in our state. So for once, let's add 7, 8 and 9 in the button vals, and to display it, we'll make a separate view tag in which we add curly braces to bring in interpolation. In this, we add a map to this.state.buttonvals, which is a list, and we'll pass an arrow function in map. In the arrow function, the value and index of button vals will pass one by one. We'll save the values in val variable and indexes in I variable. Now for every value of button vals, we'll return a button. So every button val will map into a JSX button. We are mapping every value of button val into a text component. So all values will map into text one by one. So now 7, 8 and 9 can be seen. Now instead of converting into text, if we map it into my button, then we'll have 3 buttons created in which 7, 8 and 9 is written. And now if in the containing view tag we apply the style list and add a flex direction of row, then we can see that the 3 buttons have been rendered in a row. Next, now we will remove the buttons that we created manually in the calculator, and instead we'll add all the button values in the button val list. Now since we are not using the row styling group, we'll comment it. Now we can see that since all the buttons are rendered in the same row, it is overlapping and it's done by a lot of. So we'll set a button width. So when I set the button width to 50, every button's width will be set to 50 and same with 100. But since we don't have the space to display all the buttons that come later are being rendered out of the screen and hence they aren't visible. Now in order to bring them back in the screen, we will use flex wrap in the list styling group and we'll set it equal to the wrap. With this, the buttons which were going off screen will be wrapped and displayed in the next line. Now you can see if I increase the button width to 200, since less buttons can fit into one row, more rows have been created and each row has just 2 buttons. Now when we make the width to 50, more buttons can fit into one row, so less rows have been rendered. But because we need to render exactly 4 buttons in a row, so let's figure out the width of the screen and divide it by 4. And this will tell us exactly how wide each button should be in order to have 4 buttons in each row. To find the width of the screen, we'll import dimension from React Native. And to set the button width, we will use dimensions.getWindow. With this, we'll find out the dimension of the screen. And out of those dimensions, we are accessing the width. And if we divide that value by 2, then each button's value or each button's width will be half of the screen. And so we have 2 buttons in each row. And if we divide the screen width by 3 and set it equal to the button's width, then each row will have 3 buttons. Now in our button vals, we'll list the operators too. And now since we need to display 4 buttons in each row, we'll divide the screen width by 4 and assign the button width. Now here we have used a map in the calculator which maps the button vals into individual buttons. And if I make highlight equals true in the map button, then all the buttons will be highlighted. Since we can pass true or false in highlight, I need to pass true for only those buttons which we need to highlight and false for the rest. We need to highlight the operator buttons, and every fourth button is an operator button. But the indexes of the buttons start from 0 in button vals. So to offset that, we'll write index plus 1 or index I plus 1 in highlight. And now when we add mod 4 to it, and if the remainder is 0 on mod, it will tell us that it is the fourth button. So for every fourth button, the value of our highlight will be true, and for rest it will be false. Now if here instead of equal 0, if I set not equal 0, then all non-operator buttons, they will be highlighted, and the other ones or the operator buttons will be light again. And instead of mod by 4, if I do it by 3, it will result in every third button being highlighted. Similarly, if it is mod 2, then every second button will be highlighted. So now let's set it back to mod 4, which will highlight all the operator buttons. And now we'll save our snack and let's test the calculator.